I'll do my best.
I was just getting ready here. Overall, it was a pretty decent night. The flags really weren't moving too much. We had our normal flags out, which are bench rest type flags because they're easier to put spotlights on at night. And they have kind of like a 3 foot mylar tail on them, and that's about all that was moving in the wind. The actual flags themselves weren't turning much, so you'll see I get some good sighters in here, and ultimately I'm going to end up resetting my lab radar because the first 4 or 5 shots, whatever it was, were kind of a blow off warm up, and then I wanted to get a real accurate ES on my actual string. So you will see my lab radar go blue in a minute here, and then I'll reset it, get it rearmed, and then go for record on the tablet. So let's watch a little shooting, and I'll get back with you. at this point, I'm getting about 3/4 of the way into my string, and honestly, it just wasn't feeling great. In fact, you'll hear my buddy come up to me in a minute and ask what target I was on so he could start watching, and he remarked that I was shooting pretty well, and in fact, I was shooting a great score, but I wasn't shooting well. And if you stick around here to the end, you'll see my target, and I'll cover that. But just know that there are times where you can be shooting bad and still have a good score. I really like to see a combination of good shooting and a good score. So let's stick around to the end. I'll show you my target and my LabRadar results.
What target are you shooting?
11?
11?
Yeah, I'm sucking it.
That sucks. No, you're not.
Let's see. No. Oh, shit.
So let's take a look at how this target kind of went. So, my sighters were a little bit all over. Here's sighter 1, sighter 2, sighter 3, 4. Then it went high and then came back down a little bit. This was ammo that was left over from a match I shot the week before. I know that I need my velocity to come down. So that's the first thing, is I went in knowing that it was not shooting great. So then I went for record. There's 1. Then 2 went up high on me here. And then I started dialing things in a little bit better, 3 and 4, and then 5 went low. So the ammo itself was just not holding together. You can see this vertical. It's I didn't measure it, but if we're looking here, see, that's half a minute. So it's probably around 3/4 of a minute, maybe a little under 3/4 of a minute. And that's just, honestly, I got lucky getting the X count that I did with ammo that was shooting 3/4 of a minute. I was doing a really good job of kind of hedging my bets. I was doing a lot of aiming right about here, right below the X, and then holding just a little left or right for wind. And that did a pretty good job of keeping it. But man, I used all of the X ring plus some, obviously, and it's just not a very comfortable feeling. Right now, with the way our winter league is going, I was in 3rd place before I got up there to shoot. We still have 5 targets left. It's a 3-month-long league, but I needed to improve my X count. My lowest of my 5 targets was 13X, so I needed to shoot better than 13X to improve my standings. And to be fair, I got really really lucky shooting that 16X and bumping up 3X's, which now has me tied for 2nd. So, this is not a position I want to be in. I want some control over my X-ring, and, we'll get there. I just had to finish using up this ammo. I've got a little bit more to go. I think next Tuesday I still have to shoot the rest of this ammo, and at least I kind of know what it's going to do for me here, but it's still a little unsettling. So let's take a look at the lab radar stuff now. So this isn't bad. I got a ES of 20. It's on the high end of where I want to be, but it's definitely acceptable for 21 shots, you'll see. So after I reset my lab radar, I took one more sighter and then went for record. So that's why there's 21 on here and not 20, which are my record shots. But overall, this is higher than I want to be right now. I know this barrel wants to shoot about 15 feet per second slower. Once I get this ammo used up, I'll bump down the powder charge probably 0.2 of a grain, do a little more testing, and get it back where it wants to be. But overall, still very happy with the ES. I'm happy with the score, just not happy with how I got to the score. But, can't complain about it. Just move on, and we'll see what happens next Tuesday.